Today on the Daily Scoop podcast from the Scoop News Group. OPM launches Tech Force to recruit technologists to government. And the Trump administration outlines details for a new centralized HR effort. It's Monday, December 15th, 2025. Welcome to the Daily Scoop podcast, where you'll hear the latest news and trends facing government leaders. I'm the host of the Daily Scoop podcast, Billy Mitchell. Thanks so much for joining me. And now let's dive into the day's top headlines. The Trump administration launched a new government-wide hiring program Monday aimed at filling technology hiring gaps in federal agencies with workers who will serve in 2-year stints. That program, dubbed the U.S. Tech Force, is being spearheaded by the Office of Personnel Management and has buy-in from private sector tech companies that will serve as partners in the hiring initiative. The first cohort of recruits will be roughly 1,000 individuals who will range from early career data scientists and engineers to engineering managers from the private sector. According to a release from OPM, the mission of those workers will be to accelerate AI adoption in government and fulfill a priority of the Trump administration. On a call with reporters Monday, OPM Director Scott Kupor said the goal of the program isn't to get workers to commit to a 40-year career in federal government. While that's welcome, he said, the aim is to get the benefit of really smart people working on some of the world's most complex and difficult problems and provide them with an opportunity, if they so choose, to then go work in the private sector. More than 24 technology companies have already agreed to the Tech Force partnership, including Amazon Web Services, Meta, Microsoft, xAI, Anduril, NVIDIA, Oracle, Adobe, and ServiceNow. Those companies have not made firm agreements to hire program alumni, but can do so in line with their needs, Kupor said. The commitment that OPM has made to those partners, he added, is, quote, to do a great job of recruiting fantastic people, unquote. The hiring initiative comes after President Donald Trump has made significant cuts to the federal workforce and upended existing tech workforce programs. According to recent figures shared by Kupor in a blog, the government has brought in about 68,000 people and lost roughly 317,000 under Trump. The DOJ also took over the existing U.S. Digital Service, which provided technology assistance throughout government, and disbanded 18F, which also helped improve the delivery of digital services across the federal government. Despite the cuts, however, Trump officials have pointed to tech hiring as a priority. Federal CIO Greg Barbaccia told FedScoop recently that tech hiring is a goal for the coming year, hinting at the launch of the new initiative at OPM. Now moving on to other news, the White House and the Office of Personnel Management shared more details last Wednesday about the effort to transition federal government HR platforms to a single system, outlining a timeline and expectations. In a memo to agency leaders, Office of Management and Budget Director Russell Vought and OPM Director Scott Kupor said the transition portion of the administration's Federal HR 2.0 project will take place over the next 2 years, with some agencies coming online earlier than others. Agencies must also stop current projects related to their current systems unless they have an exception. Kupor said in a statement emailed with the memo, quote, for too long, taxpayers have footed the bill for duplicative HR systems that no modern organization would tolerate. Today's announcement is a major win for efficiency, accountability, and good government, unquote. The memo is the latest action in the Trump administration's push to centralize HR systems as a way of saving money. Per the document, the government currently has more than 100 core human capital management systems, and the administration expects that consolidating those systems, as well as HR services, will save billions. While the memo provides more details on the transition, the administration has not yet announced what platform will serve as the backbone for the new system. It initially announced Workday had won a sole source contract for core HR services, but immediately canceled that award. Eventually, in October, it began a competitive process for a government-wide system with requests for proposals. The transition will happen in 2 waves per the memo, with at least 8 agencies expected to begin using the platform in fiscal 2026, and the remaining agencies in the following fiscal year. That approach will allow for interagency feedback and collaboration, according to the memo. For more news at the intersection of the federal government and technology, make sure to visit fedscoop.com. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of the Daily Scoop podcast, available on all podcast platforms. If you've already rated the podcast on your platform of choice, thanks so much. High ratings and good reviews of the show help more people to find it. The Daily Scoop podcast is a production of the Scoop News Group in Washington, D.C. Adam Butler and Carlin Fisher help put the show together, and the entire Scoop News Group team contributes. We'll be back tomorrow with more top headlines. Until then, I'm your host, as always, Billy Mitchell. Thanks so much for listening.